Hey everybody, it's Cool Kid here, and I'm doing my usual One Piece chapter review. Chapter 1007. Wait. Yeah, that's the right chapter. I have no idea why last chapter review I call it 1007, even though it was 1006. Can't really give you a good reason, but hey, at least I got the chapter, the right chapter for the right chapter review, okay? Okay, but I guess the other thing I gotta say before getting into, the actual chapter review is, yes, I know the thing that happens at the end of the chapter, but I won't be talking about it until we get to that section. Hey, look. I want to talk about it as much as you do, but we gotta get to there. We don't want to, skip or miss anything about that happens in the rest of the chapter, okay? We'll just go how I do these chapter reviews. And of course, we start these chapter reviews with looking at the cover page, as usual. So this chapter's cover page is, another reader request cover page series that we kind of been getting, recently. And this one is Caesar giving penguins children gas-filled balloons. So, I mean, I get it, guys. I get, why they would request that. Caesar, gas, giving drugs to children. It fills Caesar's MO. And I mean, I guess it's nice to see Caesar again. Actually, I wonder what's happening to Caesar right now. He's probably getting abused by someone again. But, but no, seriously, about Caesar, I actually kind of want to see, like, a cover page series, whatever he's doing, and whatever misfortunes that land upon him, so, I would be totally up for that. That's just a thought I have in my head, just, telling you that, because we got, the cover page, and it includes Caesar, so, hey, we might get that next, or we might get that on, I don't know, some other character. Who knows? But, what else I can say about this cover page? Well, there's balloons. Oh, wait, I think Caesar's, like, chewing balloon. Oh, no, wait. I think he's blowing a balloon. I was going to say, maybe he's chewing some bubble gum, but no, it's just blowing a balloon. And we got all these cute penguins with all these different hats, except for that one goddamn one that's wearing headphones. I'm looking at you freaking headphone-wearing penguin. Why aren't you like everyone else? But, I like this cover page well enough. And plus, it's a character that we don't usually see. So, I guess that's it. So I guess we can, go on to the actual chapter. So the chapter starts off with, we're back at the, central dome, central floor, everything, where we were last chapter. But, it starts off with there, and we got, I guess, a random Beast Pirate member, and they're being like, I don't believe it. He virtually defeated all the captains of the Onibawanshu and the Mimigwari. Guri? Oh, God. I hope I'm saying it right, because I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and please, as I say, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please tell me how to in the comment section below, so I won't try and make that same mistake. But and that Beast Pirate member knows Daikuku and Kazekage, Commander Hote, and at least from what I see in this chapter, it's obviously more than the names that they mention. I'm sure most, if not all, of the samurai and the ninjas are taken down. Plus, I guess Hiroro is, good enough to take down Hoti, Daikuku, and Kazekage. Oh no, Hiroro was able to take down Gaara? Yeah, I had to make that joke. Come on. It's a perfect joke, man. However, continuing with the chapter, the Ram Beast Pirate member is like, oh, God, that's the power of the legendary Yakuza? And we got Up Hooping like, well, he's able to resist the effects of Ice Oni, but he's able to still use the power. And we even got Drake in the corner being like, I can see why people fear Wano so much. And we go to Kirogoro and one of the Yakuza bosses. Sorry, don't remember their names. And we got the Yakuza boss, getting ready to do what the deed that needs to be done. We got Hero Girl being like, don't waste any of your time, Yatape. That's his name. Thank you, Oda. Thank you. Continuing on, empty your mind. If I turn into an ice Sony, and Yatape is like, look, I know, boss, but let me give you just a moment. I'll do it, okay, right now, right? And we got another, Yakuza boss, the girl one. That's all you need to know. Being like, of course he's struggling. That man is like a father to all of us. And we go, I guess, through all of the battlefield, and we see some of the rebellion samurai, and they're being like, damn it, is there any other way we can make it in time? And another one's like, is this medicine ready yet, Mr. Tanuki? And hell, we even see from, I guess, the, random Beast Pirate members, or crew or whatever, being like, help us, Master Queen! Why must we suffer? Why we have to die from our own boss's virus? And freaking Queen goes out there, and B's like, shut up, you damn nobodies! You see, my Isoni is my masterpiece, my perfect virus that I have. In a sense, I just made for you. And he tells this all to the pleasurers, like, you pleasurers, you already gambled your chance to gain power and failed. You're nothing but dead weight at this point that can only do but nothing but laugh. And we got all the pleasures, of course, being like, yeah, that's true. And then we go to the waiters, and Queen's like, you waiters, there's no more shipment of smile fruits coming to us. You lost at your chance of gaining power, which, yeah, that is technically true, since, like, Dressrosa and Punk Hazard were literally arcs about, well, not arcs about, but, the whole essential goal of those two arcs was, to stop the productions of the smile fruits. So, yeah, that's true. And plus, from this chapter, it doesn't even look like Queen has told them before this moment that, the smile fruits, there's no more. But yeah, Queen continues like, you'll just be waiting there forever. So if there's any way that you layabouts will ever be useful to this mighty crew, it is by becoming an Oni in your last moments, letting your death serve a grand purpose. And just one of the pleasures is like, that just sounds like you're just telling us to die. And Queen's like, yeah, that's what I'm exactly telling you. We can always find more soldiers to use. And we go down on the battlefield. One of the pleasures is like, that's so wrong. How can you do that? And a waiter's like, man, I can't believe this. And Queen's like, look, I give you a damn chance for survival. A few of you could have used the antibodies to survive. And we got one of the, I guess, Beast Pirate crew members being like, God damn it, I'm not just going to lay down and die here. I'll cut everyone who's a goddamn Isoni in here. Whether it's friend or samurai, as soon as I survive this ordeal, I'm quitting this pirate crew, which, not going to lie, I'm surprised they didn't come to this, like, conclusion way earlier, but, yeah, sure. I'm sure what's his thing's dead and said and done. They're like, you know what, this is it. I'm quitting the Beast Pirate crew. Why do I even want to be on a crew that, kills its own crew members and treats them like trash? And even the Rebellion Samurai are like, they might be our enemies, but, the system that they are in just makes me sick to my stomach. And Queen continues like, hey, you samurai, you think you're over there fighting for the good or whatever, but that Tanuki is just a pirate like us. Multiplying the antibodies in such a short time? What a ridiculous proposition. That's just impossible. he's probably going to use the antibody in himself and escape. You're just, holding a bag of nothing at this point. And one of them was like, no, he wouldn't just do that. And Queen's like, look, he's a pirate. Pirates betray each other. That's just how we do it. And, pretty much what Queen's disposition is like, look, when he's telling all these pleasures and wares, like, look, you're nobodies, you're nothing, okay? We can always get more of you, okay? The only use you'll be to us is all dead. And so, yeah, even Queen doesn't really care about, these guys. And, I mean, especially with the stuff that he says, yeah, pirates betray each other. Wow. I wonder if that's that foreshadowing. I mean, come on, it's been foreshadowed the hell out in this arc so far. We know how it's going to happen, and how the Straw Hats are not like that. And we go to Hero Girl and Yatape, and Yatape says, "Don't worry, Boss Hero Girl, you'll be joining them soon." And Hero Girl is like, "Don't rush it. Take your time catching up." And he's like, "Well, farewell." And then all the rebelling samurai are like, "Boss, don't go!" And then Yatape, just before he, strikes Hirogoro down, I really can't tell by this, but it's either Chopper in his brain point, and specifically his cute little chibi brain point, just, stops the attack from one of the samurai bosses in his brain point. Crazy? Either that or Yatape just stops at the last moment. So, yeah. But, I mean, if it's the first way, I'll be impressed by Chopper, even though he's not the strongest Straw Hat. But him and his brain boy, like, honestly, if it were to me, I probably would have Chopper in a, a different point, like arm point or whatever, his other, different forms. But, yeah, him and brain point, man. That's crazy. Chopper is stronger than he looks. Guys, he looks, and then Chopper tells, like, "Oh yeah, I just made it just in time." And everyone there's like, "Oh my god, it's Mr. Tanuki's here." And Chopper's like, "Look, okay, your body's going to heat up real quick. It'll hurt, but you're going to be fine in no time." And Yatape is like, "Oh my god, you saved us, thank you raccoon duh, Tanuki. I knew always you were going to come through." And Chopper's like, "Hey, Megan, Tristan, come here, hurry up." And then we got, now, hold on when I say this. They bring a cannon. Oh, okay. You might be like, what are they doing? Now, hold on to that. And Chopper is like, fires the cannon, which causes a giant, I guess, mushroom cloud explosion with a smiley face? I mean, to be honest, I know it's supposed to be, cute, like Chopper, but it's kind of creepy, isn't it? Like, the last thing you see is a smile before death. Except that this explosion is not supposed to kill you, but cure you. And we got Queen being like, "What the hell do you think you're doing, you Tanuki?" And Chopper, well, he explains, like, look, okay, there are thousands and thousands upon of people in here on this floor, okay? So it would kind of be impossible to inject every single one of them one by one. So I used the antibody as a basis to create my own virus. And he even explains in his way, like, so he created a virus to stop another virus, or as he says, I could stop the bad virus with a good virus. I mean, look, okay, I don't have a medical degree or any science, whatever, like that. So I don't know if this is a thing that, they actually do in real life. If it is, that's pretty interesting. I'd like to learn about more. Someone could tell me in the comment section below, like, I don't know if you got, like, I don't know, a major in medical or whatever, being like, oh yes, this is totally a thing that happens in real life if, Anyone else could explain it to me? And oh yeah, I almost forgot what Chopper called the I guess virus attack thing, where it's Chopper, Phage, Nebulizer, Newsalizer, whatever it's supposed to be. But yeah, continuing on with what Chopper is, he's like, okay, with this method, I can get everyone here in a mess, and without missing anyone, this form of a mist. And Queen's like, how the hell did a doctor from a nobody crew get this kind of expertise? And Chopper's like, well, you see, we all split up at one point, and we all live around the world to train for something like this. And even Queen's like, why would you even bother healing our guys out of the Ice Oni? And Chopper's like, look, viruses are meant to be used as weapons. They always slip out of your control in the end. I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, well, I mean, I agree more with Chopper than Queen, but Queen's like, I don't need to get stupid ethical lessons from a dumb Tanuki. Who do you think I am? And we got Queen, using his gun mouth. I'm not taking out the lasers yet. He's thinking, I don't need that. I'll just use the guns, which we got a couple of pleasures, get in the way of the gunfire so it doesn't hit Chopper. And Queen's like, pleasures? What the hell do you think you're doing? Get out of the ways, you idiots. And they're like, oh God, that hurts. But jeez, just shut up, Queen. you nearly almost killed all of us with this stunt. But this Tanuki saved our lives. We're not going to stay still and get murdered by Insane's boss. We'd rather be on the side that the ones that saved us. Ain't that right, boys? And then we got a bunch of Beast Pirate crew, probably including obviously including pleasures and waiters. And they're like, yes, we agree. Thank you, Tanuki. Then Queen's like, these damn morons. And then we got Marco grabbing Queen's Brachiosaurus neck, holding him in place. And he's like, well, nice job, Tanuki. Now you can take him down. And we got Chopper being like, thanks, Marco. I also got one more thing to say. So then he goes into the monster point. I'm not Tanuki. And then we got everyone on the battlefield being like, oh, sorry. Hopefully you didn't hear me say that. Yeah, I didn't call you a Tanuki reindeer. Yeah. Which, I know it's the joke with Chopper being like someone calls him a Tanuki or a a raccoon dog, and he's like, I'm not a raccoon dog, I'm not a Tanuki. But with this battle, it's just been so hectic. He didn't have a moment to say it, and then when he finally gets the moment to bam down on Queen, he's like, yeah, listen everyone, I'm not a damn Tanuki, okay? And I love this moment. God, I do love this moment, especially everyone who's like, Jesus, you didn't hear this from me. I'm sorry. But yeah, after that, then we go back with Yamato, Shinobu, and Momonosuke. And we got Yamato being like, okay, each of these floors of the castle has a open space under the roof. I hope you're not hurting back there, Momonosuke. And Momonosuke responds like, I'm hurting. I feel disgusted with myself. Everyone just thinks so highly of me. But I'm stupid. I'm frivolous. I'm weak. I'm foolish. I just hate myself. And then we got Shinobu being like, oh no, Lord Momonosuke, you've been so brave this far. And then we got Momonosuke transforming into his dragon form, getting out of Yamato's clothes, being like, no, I'm not brave. And then Yamato's like, wait, Ale? And Shinobu's like, Lord Momonosuke! Actually, wait a minute, because, like, obviously, Yamato doesn't know that Momonosuke could turn into a dragon. But actually, has any of the other Red Scabbards seen them? Like, I'm sure, probably, yeah, I'm sure before the battle, like, I don't know, Momonosuke showed, the Red Scabbards, like, oh yes, this is a thing I can do. But, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that has happened. And, actually, the question is, will Yamato actually think, because he says it's an eel, that maybe he's like, wait a minute, you kind of look like my, father when he's in his dragon form, even though it's not really a dragon. But I'll talk. Actually, I'll get more into it after the next page, where we go back with Zero with CP9. I mean, not CP9, CP0. And they're like, one of them's like, speaking of Kaido, back in the day when Navy held him captive, Vegapunk extracted the bloodline lineage, or DNA, but yeah, the bloodline lineage, and used it to create an artificial devil fruit. The government demanded that they gave them that fruit, but he was unfortunately never happy with the results, so he considered it a failure. And he had stored it at Punk Hazard ever since then. And another one of the CP0 members is like, why are you bringing that up now? Punk Hazard was destroyed in that explosion, so it probably was also too. And the other one's like, well, let's just hope that fruit got blown up back then. But according to reports, one of the labs was still functioning recently, and we got the first Zero that we've been looking at recently, being like, I've been thinking to myself, thank goodness it's a failure. And okay. This is the perfect moment to talk about Momonosuke's, whole fruit. We got, Zero thinking probably, they're thinking like, well, even if it got on enemy's hands, Vegapunk thinks, it's worthless. It's a failed devil fruit. It probably won't work as imagined. So, a lot of people think, well, Momonosuke's dragon form is kind of pathetic, especially when you compare it to Kaido's, I guess, fish, dragon, whatever, fruit. But maybe, that's obviously because, Momonosuke's a young kid, but maybe we'll find out soon that this fruit wasn't a failure. Now, for that to kind of work, that would kind of imply that, well, it doesn't have to imply that he's working for the revolutionaries. I mean, it's obvious that, Vegapunk's like, okay, I can't let, the world government get everything their way. And he's like, I can't give them this fruit. Even if it wasn't a failure, he probably thought it's way too dangerous to give them to them. So there's that. And I still feel like, I don't know, Momonosuke's devil fruit's going to get more and more. Actually, I'll talk about this more when we get to the end of the chapter. And then the final scene of the chapter, where we go back into, the treasury room, where we got all the Red Scabbards, where I think we got Nekomamushi saying, like, who the heck tended us? And then we got Kawamatsu being like, well, I do not know. I felt like I saw someone, but it must have been a dream, because that person couldn't possibly be it. And then we got Kanjuro being like, well, Luffy's group is currently engaged with Kaido right now. The bow still rises all over the island. We must go there. There's little life for us to spend. And then the doors open, and this mysterious person's like, well, it just looks like you've gone through hell. And I can't hold this anymore, okay? It's revealed. It's Odin is back and alive, and he's like, oh, I miss you. You guys are so much older. And all the red scabbers are like, what? It's Odin? And the chapter ends. And, oh yeah, week break, but, chapter ends. It's me from the future here, which, if you couldn't tell that, this was from a new/different recording, I mean, I'm wearing like a different shirt and clothes, and I actually think the lighting in here was kind of different from beforehand, but never mind about that. Let's get into discussing the one thing that we've kind of wanting to discuss, you and me both, for this chapter review specifically. And Odin at the end, is it really Odin? Is it? Because, like, okay, how should I tackle this? Well, I guess I'll tackle this first by just, how he, appears in the chapters. So, yeah, I guess, first thing I do notice that's interesting is, he doesn't have Enma, or he doesn't have Ame no Habakiri right with them, which, obviously makes sense. I mean, if he had them, I feel like there would be 100% saying, oh yeah, that's definitely a fake. But I feel like that gives, a possibility for it to actually be Odin. I'll get into that in a little bit. But, yeah, because right now, Emma is in possession of Zoro. Ame no Habakiri is in possession of Tengu right now. So, yeah, it kind of just would make no sense that, those swords would be in Odin right now. Another thing I do find interesting about, the way he appears is, he looks like he's covering his legs because, well, the thing is, you've all read the Odin flashback, right? We know how much Odin loves to show off his legs. And, yeah, they're just being covered. I mean, I'm sure for some people, that's like I was saying, oh my god, that's a sign tell that it can't be Odin. Odin would never not show his legs. But, I just find that interesting that, at least that's how, whatever way that Oda takes this, he did like this. Let's see. What else I could talk about? Well, I guess if it's a fake, because, because a lot of people are thinking it's a fake, and, it's gotta be, right? And, there are more than a couple of people who can transform in the One Piece world, and, some that can create fakes. So, yeah, I guess I'll, list some off the top of my head. Actually, before we get into that, I gotta talk about Bon Clay. Because I hear people saying Bon Clay, but unfortunately, I just think it's impossible. I think there is no way Bon Clay could even be a possibility. This is just due to the fact that, how the Bon Clay's clone fruit, I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, it's the clone fruit. How it technically works with, him having to touch someone's face. And for the fact that, we know that Bon Clay, he got his devil fruit, sometime after, obviously the previous user, that some old lady, whose name I completely forgot. Oopsies, but, yeah, she had the clone fruit, and she had it until roughly, a little bit before Odin's death. Because we know Kaido pretty much killed her probably just a little bit almost after, that backstabbing technique she did. And Odin roughly died a little bit after that. So, by the time that Bon Clay would have gotten his devil fruit, there's no way he, would have been able to, transform, get the, I guess, memory or face or whatever of Odin. I just think that's impossible. And, to add upon it, he's in level 6 Impel Down. How the hell is he going to go all the way from, not level 6, I mean level 5.5? Yeah. Level 5.5 of Impel Down all the way to Wano. I I just think it's kind of impossible. So, yeah, Bon Clay is completely out of the possibility for me. Let's see. Because I guess the first actual one that I think is a possibility is the Kitsune. Makes perfect sense. The Kitsune knows all about the red scabbards and everything. So I feel like it kind of would probably make the most sense. That there are others that you could argue for more or less, but the Kitsune, I'm just leaving. It's one of my higher probabilities if it's a fake. Next one, I guess I'll go to Katarina Devon. She's part of Blackbeard's crew, and she has the Nine Tails mythical zone, which it makes sense, right? It could be her. She has a mythical zone that can transform into other people, and we know there's a spy in Wano, so it's definitely a possibility that it could be her being here. But like my only problem with that is how would exactly Katarina Devon and I guess the whatever other spy that's in Wano would exactly know about everything between the relationship between all the red scabbards and Odin. Like look, I'm sure Katarina Devon knows about Odin. I have no doubt about it. But for her to know, the intricacies and the, I guess, relationship between them and all the rest of the red scabbards, I just don't see it. So I still think it's a possibility. It's definitely more of a possibility than Bon Clay, but just leaving it out there. And I guess the last person I think it might be off the top of my head is Conjuro. And this all depends on, because we all know about Conjuro, guys, right? Right? And last time we seen him, he was supposedly dead. And now this whole big thing of it being Conjuro kind of just depends on if you think he actually died or if he just somehow survived it. And I know why people, and like personally, I think he died, and I know some people be like, well, guys, that fight was off screen, so he can't die, or something along the lines of that. Personally, I'm kind of perfectly fine either way, but so let's just say if he actually didn't die from the fight and he somehow survived, that means he would eventually have to find out that Kaido killed Orochi. So then you gotta beg the question of, okay, Conjuro, what does he do? Is he doing this to, help the red scabbards? Or, and this is a big or, is he doing this to eventually, I guess, kill them again? I mean, that really, you have to ask that much for that. And also, it's another thing I guess I could say about, the red, I'm not the red scabbards, about, Odin. And, well, because another thing about this Odin is, a couple of chapters ago, we did see that, silhouette of that female person that, obviously people, like pretty much almost everyone, not everyone, but I mean, some people thought it was Enel. Crazy. But I mean, I'm pretty sure, for everyone else, we know who it's the most likely possibility. And, this gets me into the theory that if that is Odin. And for it to be actually Odin, I kind of think of three ways. One, Odin is so Chad, he's somehow able to come back to life. And now you might be saying, well, of course that's a joke, man. Chad jokes. But, I mean, this is Odin we're talking about, right? I know some people might be pissed with me saying this, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. But yeah, next one. So the other possibility I think it might be is Odin went here to the future with Toki. And this kind of makes, because sure, you might have heard me say, you know, I've said about Pell being like Pell essentially surviving a nuclear bomb. Ugh, I hate that. Odin surviving, you know, getting shot in the head and getting boiled in boiling oil. Surviving that perfectly fine. You know, I know some people want to get mad at me for that, but it's Odin, okay? Odin. If Odin's able to survive that, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. And you know, let's just say if he, you know, he did survive it, and you know, later got out of the oil or something. He, I don't know, meets up with Toki, and you know, they're like, after you know, after she you know, sends the people that she sends into the future, and Odin comes back and he's like, "Hey Toki, how are you doing?" And she tells him about how she sent, you know, them in the future, and you know, I guess they would go to the future and 20 years later. That's just what I'm thinking. That probably would happen if, you know, Odin somehow survives it. And you know, I know a lot of people will not just like that on, you know, you know, just on the fact that, you know, kind of everything where we are now and everything kind of, you know, depends on, and it's, you know, strengthened by the fact that, you know, all this is done, all of this is because Odin died. Odin, you know, failed to stop Kaido. All of this, everything that we're doing in Wano is because of that. And for, I don't know, Odin to show back up and being, oh yeah, I actually didn't die, would just make some people feel kind of mad. But I feel like Oda is a good enough writer where, you know, he could do it good. I mean, he could also, you know, make it pretty bad and most people hate it. But, you know, I have faith in Oda, and I'm sure whatever he'll do, it'll be good. Mostly good. I mean, I guess if anything, for it to not be that, I mean, even if Oda somehow survived that, I guess, gun shot to the head, he doesn't have any scar or anything. He kind of pretty much looks almost exactly like in the flashback. Mystery. I guess the last thing I guess I could kind of say is, I did see this comment online somewhere. I don't remember where it was, from who it was, but they said something along the line of, oh yeah, Emma used its Bonkai. Wait, let me just get my stupid anime Ichigo's Bonkai Zangetsu sword. Yeah. I have it behind the camera. But yeah, Emma used its Bonkai. Yeah. And, you know, while that's obviously just for jokes, you know, the Bonkai to resurrect Odin or blah blah blah, something. I know that. I know that's a joke, but I just love it. Okay, I like Bleach. I like when I hear, you know, Bleach references, especially whenever, you know, I hear the joke of, oh man, I can't wait until Zoro goes Bonkai, or I don't know, Zoro uses the Sharingan or whatever super other anime references that you want to pull from. But, you know, also specifically, I can't wait for the Bleach anime to, you know, come out back again this year, unless if it gets delayed, which is, I could see it getting delayed. But, you know, whenever Bleach comes back, I am ready for it. But yeah, I guess other than that, I guess that's really it. I could talk about the Odin off the top of my head. Like, how long have I been talking about this? For like, 15 minutes or so. Yeah. Because obviously, with just this, literally with this last page alone, I could probably make a 20 or 30-minute video if I tried about, if this is really Odin or not. Because, I'm sure there's other people that's done it, and actually I wouldn't be surprised if I'm thinking about doing that. But, right now, I'm just giving my quick thoughts on it. Nothing, more or less, no big entail thoughts detailing every little minor detail that I have thoughts about this. And I guess the last thing I could say is, I don't know, are we going to continue pick it back up with this next chapter? Probably not. We're probably going to to be honest, we're probably not going to see, this Odin stuff or find out more about it until, like, I don't know, 3 or 5 weeks, since, that's how it usually goes. I guess I could talk about other stuff in the chapter. I mean, I already talked about what I talked about with Momonosuke and, his Devil Fruit being revealed that, no, it's not failure. It's just, right now it's the way it is because it's fake. Or, actually, wait, I thought something I didn't discuss, the fact that Momonosuke, obviously, not Momonosuke, I mean, Yamato, she knows about Kaido and his dragon form, right? Maybe, Yamato could tell Momonosuke about, the dragon form, which might get, some, important boost things to Momonosuke. But we'll just say about that. But other than that, I mean, to be honest, I've been actually kind of, liking this whole thing with, I guess, Yamato, Momonosuke, and Shinobu we've been getting for the last couple chapters. Because I think for the last couple chapters, ever since we gotten off the rooftop, we've been consistently, kind of with them with almost every chapter. So I'm sure wherever we go next, the next chapter, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll still see them. Oh yeah. I guess I'll also talk about, Chopper and him. Well, freaking bang down on Queen. And God, I know people are mad, especially King of Lightning, most likely. Yeah. There's no way King of Lightning is going to like this. But, personally, I kind of predicted something along the lines of this. I was so sure that Chopper was going to fight Queen, and was I right? Yes. And, a lot of people just say the whole thing of, oh yeah, Zoro has to fight the second strongest. Sanji has to fight the third, and then it goes down so forth. And, for the top, no one really fights those top commanders other than, those, the big three. But the thing is, this arc, Wano's a weird arc. So, even Zoro, I don't even think he's going to fight King at all. Because, yeah, right? Yeah, he didn't really fight King at all because, he's currently on the rooftop. I don't think he'll fight anyone else except, Kaido for the rest of this arc. So, this arc's been a little bit weird, and, Chopper fighting Queen in his Monster Point makes sense. I think it makes perfect sense for me. And, as I said earlier about the whole joke between, him saying, I'm not a Tanuki, and everyone like, sorry, I do have that bit. That's pretty funny. And also, something I just gotta say, please, for the love of God, Oda, after Wano, Chopper has to get a goddamn real bounty. Like seriously, Oda, all I ask, dude, I don't care if his bounty is, I don't care if he has the highest or lowest bounty of the Straw Hats. Just give him a real bounty, please. I think at this point, Chopper deserves that much. Okay. You can agree with that, and I guess that's really it. Anything else I guess I could talk about the chapter? Yeah, I think that's really it that I could talk about, I guess, this chapter. What else could I? No. I'm just going to stop. Yeah, I've talked about all I could talk about this chapter. Predictions for next chapter, which we have a week break. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as I said earlier, the only thing I know for sure is we're definitely going to see more of Yamato, Momonosuke, and Shinobu. We've been getting them consistently, so other than them, it could be anywhere. It could be... I just have honestly no clue where it would, go for the next chapter. I mean, I would like for the next chapter, find out what's with the Odin stuff, but we're probably going to have to wait 3 or 5 chapters, and hopefully the Jinbei and Who's Who fight. Who? Yeah, who's? I have to make the joke all the time. But, yeah, I hope that fight's not off screen, but to be fair, many fights have been off screen at this point, so, yeah, it's a real mystery which way, it'll go for now, but, yeah, I guess that's all I can talk about for this chapter, so I guess I'll do, I don't know, end stuff like I should say, check out next Untitled Chapter review coming out soon, and I'll be live reacting to the last chapter, which, just to say about the next chapter review, this is probably, it's a chapter that I fully regret not live reacting to. God, I wish I live reacted to that chapter. And also, you guys really should be, if you guys don't read Attack on Titan, you should be. Or at least watching the anime, because the anime is pretty good. I haven't actually caught up to the last couple of episodes yet, but from what I've watched so far, the anime adaptation is actually pretty good. That's just my personal opinion on it, but yeah, that stuff, I don't know. Do your typical, like the video if you like it. I mean, honestly, if you just like it, like the video. If you like this, and I guess videos I might do in the future, subscribe. If you want to talk about something in this video, comment section below or discuss about a thing I say in the chat, because I like discussing with people. I do. I genuinely do. So please, please comment down if you actually want to comment, okay? Okay, but yeah, I guess that's really it. So I'll see you next time when we'll find out the truth about Odin. Is truly the Chads of Chads in One Piece back? Or is this a false? Or is this a false Odin? But to be fair, this could be the real one. Actually, I guess something... I actually got just a quick question before I end this video. Okay. If Odin is the Chad of the One Piece world, then what would make Shanks? Because I actually do want to know about that, because come on. But yeah, anything else I need to really say before this video ends? But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Shall see the return of the Chad Den. However, that sucked. Bye.